Hello and welcome to Data Science Corner. This is SQL Interview Questions and Answer series. Today we are going to look into one of the SQL interview questions. The question is, write a SQL query to retrieve the first and the last order for each customer from the orders table. So we have been given an input table where we have order ID, customer ID and order date. And if we look into the table, we have different order IDs, then different customer IDs. And with respect to customer ID, we have different order dates. Like for customer ID 101, we have an order date of 5th January, then 15th March, then 20th May. Same for customer ID 102, we have an order date 10th Feb, then again 25th April, then 30th June. Like that, we have been given an input table. Now, in the expected output, we want the customer ID, order date, and if it is the first order or the last order. We only want the first order placed by the customer ID and the last order placed by the same customer ID. Like 101, the first order is order ID 1, order date is this, and this is first order. Same for 101, the order ID is 3, and 20th May is the last order. Same for 102 and 103. In this way, we need to find the first order and the last order. So let's go to SQL and check how we can do it. I have already written the query to create the table and insert the value. I'll also be adding these queries in the description of the video so that you can also create the table and do it practically. Okay, so I have created the order table and inserted the values as well. Let's check our table. So this is our table. We have order ID, customer ID, and order date. We have 9 customer IDs and 9 order IDs. Then in the customer IDs, we have 101, 102, and 103. Then order dates are given. Now we need to find the first and last order of each customer. To retrieve the first and last order for each customer, what we can do is we can use SQL window functions like rank or dense rank. So let's write our solution using Windows function. So in the output, we want customer ID. Okay, let me copy this and paste it here. Customer ID, we want order ID, then order date. Now we are going to write a Windows function. So we are going to use dense rank. So in this question, see, there are no duplicate values in the order ID or order date. So we can use row number as well, but it's better to use dense rank function so that we don't have any duplicate. If there is any duplicate values as well, we won't be getting the incorrect answer. So let's write dense underscore rank over, then partition by. So we are going to partition it by customer ID and we are going to order it by date, order date. And we are going to give it as the name as first order. So this dense rank, okay, there is a mistake here. So this dense rank function, we are going to use it for first order. Now we are going to copy it and paste it here. So now what we are going to do is we are going to write this as order by order date in descending order and we'll make this as our last order. Okay. Okay, in the first order also, let's write it as ASC. So it's in ascending order. So the dense rank function where we have an order date in ascending order, we are going to get the first order. Then in the descending order, we are going to get the last order. So now from order step. Okay, let's run this query. So now in 5th May, we have our first order. This is number 1. Now 15th March is our second order. 20th May is our third order. In the last order, if we say 20th May is given as 1. So this is our last order. And this third is our first order. So now what we are going to do is we are going to write this whole query under city. So let's keep all this under city Now from this city, we are going to write a query and we are going to use filter and we'll get the first order and last order in the same column. Now let's write select. We want all this customer ID, order ID and order date. Now we are going to write a case statement. Case when this first order is equal to 1, then we are going to name it as first order. Same when our last order is equal to 1, then we are going to name it as last order. And we are going to end this case statement as order. Let's go type from TT table. Now we are going to use the where clause as well, where first order is equal to 1 or last order is equal to 1. So let's name this last order equal to 1. So this is our solution. Now let's run this query. We got the output, which is in the expected output table. So 101, order ID 1, 5th May is our first order, 101, order ID 3, 20th May is our last order. Same for 102, order ID 4, 10th Feb is our first order, 102, 6th order ID, 30th June is our last order. Similarly for 103. So in this way, using dense rank along with CTE, case statement and where clause, we can find the first and last order from the orders table. Now let me explain it again, the overall structure, how it is working. So the with clause creates a temporary named result set, also called as common table expression. So this helps makes the query more readable. Now what we are doing is we are creating a city named as city only. So this city will store an intermediate result before our final query. Now dense rank, we have used dense rank. So dense rank assigns a unique sequential number to each row within a group. Now partition by we have used. So partition by customer ID, it groups the orders by each customer. In order by date ascending, what it happens is it assigns the smallest row number to the earliest order date. So the first order of each customer will have first order equal to 1. Similarly, for the last order, it sorts the data in descending order, and the last or the most recent order for each customer will have last order equal to 1. Then we are filtering the data here using case statement and the where clause. So if first order equal to 1, it marks the order as first order. And if last order equal to 1, it marks the order as last order. So this ensures that we properly label the first and last order. And this where clause, it keeps the first order, which is first order equal to 1, and the last order equal to 1 for each customer. And any intermediate orders are excluded. So this is how it's working. I hope you got the idea how we have solved it. If you have any queries which you want us to solve, you can write in the comment section and we'll look into it and we'll try to solve it in the next videos. Thank you. We'll see you in the next video.